Welcome back to the wild world of travel. We have been looking at how to retire in Puglia, Italy for cheap. We have several videos that we have recently made that go over why those thinking about retiring in Italy might want to look at Puglia. In this Retire in Italy for Cheap video, we will discover Oria. Make sure to stay until the end of the video when we compare Oria to some other 7% income tax towns. Oria is located in southern Italy's beautiful Puglia region, nestled between the cities of Taranto and Brindisi. The blue dot in the center of the map represents Oria, and highlighted in yellow are towns that we have visited in previous videos, such as Martina Franca, Ostuni, and Carovigno. Its strategic position makes it an ideal base for exploring the surrounding areas while enjoying the tranquility of a smaller town. Living in Oria also means you're a short drive away from incredible day trip destinations. Visit Ostuni, the dazzling white city perched on a hilltop. Explore Lecce and its baroque architecture, or experience the unique trulli houses of Albero Bello, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Oria itself is a treasure trove of history and architecture. One of the highlights is the stunning Castle of Oria, an ancient fortress offering panoramic views of the countryside. The castle dates back to the 13th century and features impressive defensive walls, towers, and a fascinating blend of architectural styles reflecting its long history. Don't miss the Basilica Cathedral of Oria, known for its impressive baroque facade and richly adorned interior. The cathedral's stunning frescoes and intricate marble work reflect centuries of artistic craftsmanship and religious devotion. Oria has a charming old town area that is full of narrow, winding streets, whitewashed houses, and historical buildings. The Centro Storico of Oria is a maze of alleys that lead to quaint piazzas, beautiful churches, and hidden courtyards. Its historical ambience is enhanced by features like ancient city gates and remnants of defensive walls, making it a picturesque and captivating place for leisurely strolls. A highlight for some who want to retire in Italy for cheap is the wine. Oria is surrounded by vineyards and is part of the broader wine-producing region of Puglia, which is known for its rich and robust wines. Local wineries near Oria produce notable varieties such as Primitivo di Manduria and Negro Amaro, two of Puglia's most famous red wines. One of the most renowned wineries near Oria is Masseria Altamura, located in the heart of the Salento Peninsula. This estate is known for producing exceptional wines from indigenous grape varieties, including Primitivo and Negro Amaro. Visitors can enjoy wine tastings and traditional meals in a beautifully restored 17th century farmhouse setting. Another notable winery in the vicinity is Gianfranco Fino, situated just outside Manduria. This winery is celebrated for its award-winning Primitivo wines and offers elegant tasting experiences in its brand new premises. Additionally, Trullo di Pezza, also located near Manduria, is a fresh and feminine project by two sisters, offering a range of wines in a beautifully restored 1830s farm setting. Our first retiree for cheap in Italy property is 900 square feet and is going for $350 per month. This apartment is located on the first floor. The living area consists of a balcony living room overlooking Piazza Sant'Antonio. And I believe this is the kitchen, but they have stripped out the appliances, so you would have to account for that. The sleeping area boasts 2 bedrooms and a bathroom that looks decent. The attraction of this unit is certainly the price and location. You would be walking distance to supermarkets, restaurants, and public transportation. But there are nicer apartments to consider in my opinion. Our next retire for cheap in Italy property is 1,300 square feet and is going for €600 per month. It has a pretty spacious living room area with hardwood floors. The kitchen looks modern with nice appliances that should accommodate your Italian dinners. The bedroom maintains the same look and feel of the rest of the apartment. You can see the bathroom in this image, and there is also a walk-in shower as well as a washing machine. This really appears to be a vast improvement on the first apartment. You can see from the map that you would be close to restaurants and public transportation. And this retire for cheap in Italy property is 1,100 square feet and is going for €79,000. We should note that there are cheaper properties in the 40s and 50s, but this one is a little bit nicer in my opinion. The living room certainly has space for comfort and items such as sofa, television, and so forth. The bedroom is large and also has double doors that open up to the outside deck. The bathroom has some interesting and colourful tiling. From looking at the map, we can see that it is quite close to public transportation, as well as restaurants, grocery stores, and a pharmacy. Our first restaurant is rated 4.5 on Google. This is an Italian restaurant where you can expect to pay €30 to €40. The street where they serve meals is very cozy and pleasant. The food and wines are excellent. They have a friendly staff and great service. Located in the beautiful historic centre of Oria, Opifitio 51 is rated 4.9 on Google. This is a bistro where you can expect to pay 20 to 30 euros. Their burgers get the most comments in reviews. Love Meat Steakhouse is rated 4.6 on Google. This place has outside seating and live music. They have a wide variety of meats and pizzas. This looks like a fun place, although it's possible that it might get a little crowded. Oria is part of Italy's program for retirees from abroad, offering a flat 7% income tax for up to 10 years. This incentive makes Oria particularly attractive for pensioners seeking financial advantages in a sunny and relaxed environment. There are several 7% income tax regions in southern Italy. Puglia is one of these regions. This is a big opportunity because taxes in Italy normally are between 23 and 43%. To get the 7% income tax in Puglia, you must live in a town of less than 20,000 people. Oria is one of those towns. You must have passive income or retirement income of at least 31,000 euros or 34,000 US dollars for a single applicant and 38,000 euros or 42,000 US dollars for a couple. For those who are renting, the apartments we looked at in this Retire for Cheap in Italy, video ranged from 350 to 600 euros per month. Utilities are estimated to be around 150, and groceries that include fresh, local food for 2 people costs about 200 euros per month. Dining out twice per week would maybe get you to 400 euros for 2 people total. And transportation would include a monthly public transit pass that is approximately 35 euros. For a couple, that gets us to 1,135 with the cheaper apartment and 1,385 for the more expensive apartment. If you could buy a property, then your total would be just 850 per month total. It is important to remember that you are getting a 7% flat income tax and that the minimum pension income is 31,000 euros. This would result in 2,170 in taxes. Therefore, if you were retiring in Italy for cheap and paying the 7% income tax, and you received the exact minimum pension income of 31,000 euros, then you would have 28,800 euros in post-tax income, or about 2,400 per month. The short of it is that you would save about 1,000 euros per month if renting the 600 euro per month apartment, which was the nicer one. If we were to briefly compare a couple of the towns we have previously looked at, Oria reminds me somewhat of Sisternino and Carovigno. Each of these towns offer low housing costs, inexpensive dining, and access to local markets. With the 7% income tax, these towns offer a budget-friendly retirement lifestyle. One advantage that Oria offers is proximity to vineyards. However, there are 7% income tax towns that are closer to the water than Oria. Polignano a Mare is an example of that. One disadvantage is that finding a place to rent that isn't seasonal is more work in Polignano than Oria. Additionally, while it is a 7% income tax town, Polignano is going to be a bit more expensive than the others. Lecce is a larger town with more to do. However, it is not a 7% town and therefore more expensive than any of the others on this list. The population of Lecce is approximately 95,000 people. Lecce is renowned for its stunning baroque architecture. The historic centre, with its narrow streets and beautiful buildings, is a must-see. In our Lecce video, we looked at 3 properties that ranged from 60 to 130,000 euros, and each were near the historic centre. If comparing Sisternino, Carovigno, and Oria, I would pick Sisternino. It just looks nicer to me for the same price. If we added Polignano to the conversation, I would pick Polignano. Although finding a long-term rental might be more challenging, I would pick Polignano mostly due to its proximity to the water. It would be slightly more expensive, but assuming you met the minimum requirements for the 7% income tax, it would not matter really. In Lecce, you will pay more in taxes and the rent is higher. Assuming 31,000 euros of annual income before taxes for an individual, you could still do it, but it would be tighter than the other locations. But there is more to do and see in Lecce. Of these 5, I think I would land on Polignano as my top retire in Italy for cheap town. But I would also say that you should go to Puglia for 3 months and live in each town for 1 month. So live in Polignano for 1 month, then Sisternino for 1 month, and then Lecce for 1 month. That will give you the best idea of which place is best for you. If you land on Lecce, that opens up basically all of Italy because you are no longer talking about the 7% income tax. Thank you for taking this trip with us as we have explored a new place that you could retire for cheap in Puglia. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss more of our Retire in Italy based videos. Safe travels, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.